with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant and Allen at the guard spots. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. Davis, the pass to Mills. In there, Davis with the assist.
Well, you know Davis, and he knows, is going to draw the attention of multiple defenders, and that time connects with a teammate to get it done.
Now here's Brooks. Here's Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that #2 overall pick.
That's good from Morant. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Both free throws good from Morant.
The combination of scoring and passing at that PG position makes Morant valuable. An all-around player with a bright future.
Now here's Mills. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. A lot of teams with a lot of new players, Greg, this time of year can be a real challenge to mesh.
No doubt, you know, getting everybody on the same page sometimes, it can take time. And then you have to build that trust. Weathering the storms together will obviously help you do that.
Shoot two. That free throw missing.
A second-round pick who relies on instincts and a little bit of size. Hernan Gomez, actually a pretty good free throw shooter.
And he's good on the second. just about a minute into the first quarter. Morant passes to Brooks. Down low. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Davis. Ernie Gomez with the ball.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 4-point game. Jackson kicks to Brooks. Misses the three. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. Finished off the break. Mills has got 5 now.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now here's Allen. Valanciunas dishes to Jackson. Brooks with no one around. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, he's so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Here's Mills after Memphis gets the three. And it's Memphis on the break. Brooks has got the ball. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Ross on the wing. He dishes it to Davis. They get a hand on it. Ross kicks to Mills. Beyond the arc. Davis against Jackson. And Davis can't get it to go. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Morant. And the rejection by James.
Well, LeBron using his big mitts there comes in handy on defense, getting up there to spike that one away.
Took him no time at all on that one. 8 points for him. The Grizzlies on offense. It's Brooks on the wing. Over LeBron. And Davis pulls it down.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Count that one. James has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just again, LeBron James, his size, his speed, just impossible to stop. So hack away.
And they double up Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. For Davis. The Grizzlies with another miss. Detroit leading by 6. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
There's the lob to Jackson. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude. Like how Morant just recognized the open man, and the ball is right there.
And here's Mills. He's got 8. No good from Ross. And the dunk by Jackson.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Davis with the bucket.
A great assist there from LeBron. Going to try to set the table all night.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Millsap's checked in for Detroit. Dunn comes in for Patty Mills. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Clark, left side. And stolen by LeBron. 5-on-3 break. Loads it up for Davis. Ball's knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now, here's Dunn. Offensive rebound. Connects from three-point range.
Really surprised a little bit to see him drift out to the three-point line, but I guess I should be. You can stroke it like that.
To the paint, here's Millsap, and Millsap shoots it in.
Well, at 6'8", Millsap is still a threat to get up in the air and get those down.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Anderson right side from the arc. Here's Tillman, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
James outside. Launches it. Detroit getting another chance here. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Indeed cannot allow Millsap to get that deep inside the paint. He's just too good in there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shoot 2.
Knocks down the first one. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Tillman passes to Clark. And here's Anderson from the arc. Detroit with the rebound. Here we go. James heading to the hoop. And finished off by LeBron.
All right, the coaches are going to ask you to stay in front of LeBron James, but seriously, you want to get in front of that?
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Now Winslow. Ross grabs the board. Now Detroit moving it up. Shot from the wing and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
If you don't stick with Dunn, he'll burn you. What quickness down the floor.
Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to the Cavaliers. There's Winslow. No points in the game yet for him. Grant. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow.
Smart play by Winslow. Move the ball. Find the open man. Good team play.
Detroit leading by 7. There's a minute left to play here in the first. Ross with a wide open look, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
And it's Millsap with the ball for Detroit. Here's James, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Well, with a body like that, LeBron James can be as physical as he wants to be and just dare you into making contact.
For Detroit, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. First one called.
We watch LeBron and we marvel at him, but how hard that LeBron James works at his craft and continues to push the bar for himself physically is one of the things that you have to appreciate the most.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Ken Bazemore comes in for Anthony Davis, and Monks subbed in for Ross. He doesn't get the second one.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Bazemore against Anderson. And he comes up with the deuce.
Anderson rising up in the mid-range, a shot that this offense is more familiar with.
Detroit leading by 8. James outside. There's the triple. And Tillman grabs the miss. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Here's Chang. Here's Morant. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Chris Dunn picks one up.
And Morant is great at putting pressure on defenders, which in turn draws contact.
The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
That's good for Morant. Detroit making a switch here. Both free throws good from Morant. Done with it. Near the three-point line, it's Porter, and they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Detroit leads by 6. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. So on the floor for Memphis. Winslow is out there with Brooks. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then it's Corky Day. And it's Tillman in at the power forward. Now here's Anderson. Winslow kicks to Anderson. Buries the long-range jumper. Anderson's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Grizzlies. And there's the pass to Monk. Millsap against Chang. Tries from the block. And the rejection by Chang. Brooks feeling it out a bit to the left side wing. And here's Anderson for 3. Hands it from downtown. Anderson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Now, here's Porter. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Bazemore hits the bucket. And Detroit leads by 2.
Yeah, Bazemore opportunistic there in the right spot, uses his athleticism to find an area where he can score, and does some damage on the offensive glass.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Brooks from outside. Millsap grabs the miss. Detroit with the ball. But no one around him. And a miss there on the triple. Bazemore against Winslow.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
The awareness, something people don't always talk enough about with Porter. That's a great find there.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best. I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
the truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Detroit making a switch. Mills is checked in. Grizzlies making a switch here. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Now here's Winslow. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Brooks up and in on the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside Porter. A 3-ball. They grab their own miss. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Brooks outside. And Valanciunas now atop the key. And it's good for 2. And now just a 2-point Detroit lead. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Bazemore on the wing. Inside. Here's Millsap. And finished off by Millsap.
Kent Bazemore knows that his contributions come from being active and Bazemore becoming a better passer.
And here's Winslow. Kicks it to Allen. To the middle. Here's Brooks. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
The Grizzlies have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Detroit. That one falls for Brooks. Now Mills. 8 points for him. And a wide open look for Porter. Offline with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And there's Jackson on the assist by Winslow. Jackson's got his third bucket of the night.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
So it's the Grizzlies now after the basket by Detroit. Over in the corner, Allen. From outside the arc. Second shot opportunity, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Here's Porter. Hernan Gomez passes to Porter. He kicks it to Mills. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mills has got 11 points.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
Now here's Allen, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Jackson, off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Now Detroit moving it up. Monk's got the ball, and it's Memphis on the break. Takes a three. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Porter in the corner. And another three for Detroit.
So dangerous off the pass. Porter has tremendous confidence in his ability to catch and shoot.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on, and you're right. I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers, and, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Checked in for the Grizzlies. Ja Morant comes in for Justice Winslow. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Morant passes to Brooks. Off target with his three. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Monk for three. Rebounded by Jackson. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here's Mills. He's got 11. Monk, the best to Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Davis.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Davis has gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
And that one's good by Clark.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now here's Mills. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Now, here's Porter. 1:30 left in the first half of the game. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Superb pick and roll action capped off with a perfect pass to the slashing AD. Leads to the easy deuce.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical, gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
They get it back. The kick out to Porter. Hernan Gomez against Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant scanning the floor. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight.
And we've seen Morant make strides in this area. Now you have to take that three-point shot seriously.
Now here's Mills. He's got 11. Passes it to Porter. Back to Mills. 5 on the clock. Davis down low. He's covered by Clark. And good that time. Davis has got 6 here in this quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Allen kicks to Morant. Shoots over Mills. Offensive rebound. Jackson. And Jackson throws it down. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Grizzlies out in front, leading by a point. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. And Shaq, a team that used to be known for its grit and grind style, Memphis, starting to amass high-profile superstar prospects.
Yeah, John Moran is flash and substance. A great leader, makes everyone around him better.
Yeah, Darren Jackson Jr., coach tell for the modern-day big, can stretch the floor and guard everyone at every position. This is a good team.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been a clinic from Patty Mills.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Memphis leading our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Detroit, we've got Chris Dunn. Davis is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Melton in at the shooting guard position. Now Detroit moving it up. In the corner, it's James. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. LeBron's got the first points of the second half up on the board for Detroit. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Brooks outside. Launches a three. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
In the corner, it's James. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Allen, left side. Back to Morant. Right side, Jackson. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review, is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Dunn kicks to LeBron. His three-pointers off the mark. Memphis leading by 4. Anderson wide open. Memphis the rebound. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
That'll be a 5-second call. Now a timeout called by Detroit. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Morant. Jackson trying to break free. And that one's good. Morant's got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies. Out to the wing. Dunn looking over the floor. And he's good on the 3-ball. Dunn's got 5.
Got to put some pressure on Dunn when he's squaring up from outside. Just an exceptional score.
Morant against Dunn. That one falls. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
They get it again. Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Just another example of what makes Anthony Davis such a great rebounder. Size and athleticism, but you combine that with his anticipation, and he gets a lot of secondary opportunities.
The finish. And done with the slam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Here is Anderson after the basket by Detroit. It's stolen by Davis. From deep LeBron, and that one falls coming off of Davis's speed. Davis has got 3 assists tonight.
He's just punishing the opponents right now in every which way. What a tough matchup.
Now here's Morant. He's got 13. Charity stripe shot. Rebound, Detroit. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Davis, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. There's the call. Memphis gets the foul.
Outstanding job by AD to get close to the basket, get the ball in great position, and force the defense to resort to fouling.
Detroit shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Well, as good as AD already is, to think that there's still upside to his game, it's really remarkable. Athletic, talented, and continues to work hard to maximize his talents.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Morant, the bounce pass. Pass to Tillman. Will it go? Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Like the quick pass from Winslow. Love to see that kind of unselfish play.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Loads it up for Davis. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. There's the pass to Anderson. Millsap with the steal. Done with it. He's picked up by Morant. Jang with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Morant finds Anderson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jang, no luck. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Trying his luck from deep. Detroit, no good that time either. And here we go. Pass break and Morant's got it. And again, Memphis, no good.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had one in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Detroit, no good that time either. Dunn's gone 1 of 4 from distance. Yeah, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, G.A., what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot. A small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Memphis shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. Two shots.
The first free throw is good.
Justice Winslow, a very adaptable player in the NBA. One of those guys where coaches will ask him to do a lot of things, and he does a lot of things quite well.
Detroit making a switch here. Mills is checked in. Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Brooks comes in for Morant. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
To the left wing, intercepted. LeBron outside, lets it go from deep. No good that time. And Memphis the other way now. Anderson right side. And Gorgie Jang is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Go the other way.
Different look here for Detroit. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Millsap. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's James. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
You
I wonder when LeBron James wants to have one of those big nights and he gets going like this, we could be in for a great show.
No one covering. Anderson's got 11.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Cross on the wing, stolen by Brooks. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone.
Anderson he excels when he plays in the open court like that and has a chance to make a good decision.
No one near James as he lets it go. No good from outside. Memphis leading, and now the fast break. Anderson with the ball, and Anderson slams it in.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
Detroit making a switch. Porter's checked in. .144 left in the third quarter. A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people and personnel.
And not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
Anderson outside. Pass to Clark. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. He makes the first.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Gorgui Dieng. And it's Morant in for Winslow. And so Clark nails both of them.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Detroit trails by 4. 1:12 left in the third quarter of the game. And that one's good by Porter.
Yeah, showing he's not just a catch-and-shoot guy on the perimeter. Porter attacking.
Brooks outside. The three. Offensive rebound. Here's Clark. And Clark slams it in.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
And he knows his role. Porter out there to provide offense and a lot of it. He needs to be a catalyst for this team.
Brooks outside. Lets it go with the three. Here's Valanciunas, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Grizzlies have an exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
free throw drops for Valanciunas.
And a bruising, fundamentally sound big man. Valanciunas is a throwback. More importantly, he's willing to play whatever role is asked of him.
Allen's checked in for Memphis. Valanciunas hits them both. There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. LeBron outside. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
The young Spaniard, Hernan Gomez, a good finisher around the basket.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. The lead is 2. Brooks, the pass to Clark. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 5 assists tonight.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And finished off by Porter.
And being 6'8", dunking is not an issue for Porter. All he needs is good position, and he's good to go.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Grizzlies lead by 2. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Allen at the guard spot. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot.
Mills showing some tremendous shot mechanics there. When he gets it going, he can light you up.
And the Grizzlies with possession here after the basket by Detroit. And that one's good, Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
3 on 3. Pass to Valanciunas, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Morant outside. Brooks for 3. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
From deep, James. The Grizzlies pull it in. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Allen for the 3. That one misses. And Detroit the other way.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Memphis leading by 4. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Another shot, and he sinks the layup.
And they continue to control the glass.
Valanciunas has gone a perfect 5 for 5 from the field. James against Brooks. Over Brooks. They get it back. Second chance effort. And that one's good by Porter.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Now here's here's Morant. Allen outside. The pass to Jackson. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. James, the pass to Hernan Gomez. 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's Brooks in the corner. Memphis moving it around. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Memphis leading by 8. Allen kicks to Brooks. From deep. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And James throws it down.
LeBron James, here's the report, Kevin. Still athletic.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. LeBron against Brooks. Jackson in the corner. From past the arc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got his 7th assist in the game.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Shot is good, and the Memphis leads get to just 7 on the basket from Mills.
Well, he lacks some size and some strength, but Mills creative in the inside to finish that one.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Almost entire new group here. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Gerald Green comes in for James. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Terrence Ross. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Patty Mills. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Morant with a wide open look. And another miss by Memphis.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those. Well, after hitting a 3 earlier in the game, he now has 3 threes this half, guys.
And Detroit has possession after Memphis gets the 3. Three-pointer Ellington. The Grizzlies pull it in. Valanciunas has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Here's Jackson. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. And it's a 12-point Grizzly lead. Dunn dishes to Porter. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Now here's Morant to the inside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
Well, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Detroit. Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Detroit trails by 10. Green left side. Stolen by Brooks. Ahead, here's Morant. Finished off the break. 18 points for John Morant.
Yeah, when Morant gets it dialed up, he can be unstoppable. Just too many ways to score.
And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Off the inbound pass. Dunn misses.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Millsap kicks to Ellington. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
At the line, Wayne Ellington. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Something that was floated as an idea in the second bubble in Chicago. Brick, do you think eliminated teams deserve to finish their seasons?
I really don't, Kevin, for the sake of the matter that we're talking about people's health and the risk involved around players, their families, their extended families. If you didn't qualify, if your team wasn't good enough at the point that the season was suspended, I agree with the way the league went about the teams that were invited to compete in Orlando and to let the other teams spend the time, the most important time, with their family being safe, secure, and preparing themselves for what was next.
Now here's Brooks. Brandon Clark missing his last shot. Here's Valanciunas. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Green kicks to Davis. Off target from three-point range.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Grizzlies.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. They were disciplined and focused.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Valanciunas.
I like his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
Here's Dunn, following the basket by John Morant. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Brooks for three. A three-pointer is right on target. Brooks has got the lead up to 13 now for the Grizzlies.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Here's Allen. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.